Hello, I'm the Anime Viewer 66, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Fall 2016 anime list. I'm going to be using AniCharts for this because AniCharts is amazing, and there will be a link in the description below if you want to follow along with the anime I'm talking about. I will only be talking about the anime that I personally want to watch, but the whole list is down there in the link if you want to see them. I will also be linking to each of the individual anime I will be talking about on this list so that you can check them out for yourself. With all that said, let's get into the lists. Next up is Bloodivers. This is a show created by Creators Impact Tokyo. It's a show that seems like your typical run-of-the-mill vampire show. I would usually avoid shows that are just seem normal and typical sort of things, but this one is about vampires, so I'm hooked. Yeah, I sort of have a weakness for vampires. What'll probably happen with this show, I'll watch it as it comes out, wait until next Halloween and review it then. It seems about how it'll go, but I will be happy to add it to my list. Next up is Drifters from Hoods Entertainment. This seems like a good anime and seems like it's going to be really interesting. It's basically you take a bunch of historical warriors from different time periods and make them fight each other, and the main character is apparently going to be a samurai. How awesome is that? This is definitely going to be on my to watch. I just hope the premise doesn't sort of wear thin over time. My guess is this will be best if it's like a 12 episode anime or something like that. Next up is Flip Floppers from Studio 3HZ. At least I think that's how you pronounce their thing. Apparently, this one is going to be a magical girl show, which automatically I love because magical girl shows are awesome. Though I read the description and it is confusing. Like, really, really confusing. The only reason I'm watching the show or going to watch it is because Flip Floppers seems to be a magical girl show, and like I said, I like those type of shows. And also, it's made by the same people that did Dimension W, apparently. And I really like Dimension W, so here's hoping it's just as good. Next is Zybeck from Kijijo. I doubt I pronounced either of those correctly because my Japanese is horrible. But this show basically looks like Free, but with female fan service instead of male fan service. But this is completely different than Free, I hear some people say. It isn't about swimming, it's about sumo wrestling in water, except all the sumos are like attractive young women. Yeah, this is a fan service show through and through. It's just gonna be that. And I took a look at the repertoire of the studio, and apparently that fits right in with their repertoire. Next up is Maha Shoujo something something. My Japanese is horrible. Please don't kill me. Okay, but in all seriousness, this show is made by Studio Leech. And just looking at it, it seems like it's going to be basically a Mahadoko Magica sort of ripoff. Or maybe you could say homage. I don't know. I don't know if this show is going to get as dark as Madoka Magica, but from the description, it kind of seems like it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, everyone, for a new Madoka. Okay, guys, this is the one I'm really excited about. Like, really, 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 really excited about. Okay, apparently Hero Academia is having a little special that'll be placed in points of between Hero Academia Season 1 and Season 2. No idea how many episodes it's going to be. I'm guessing probably like one or two, but it seems like it's going to be awesome. It's called Jump Festa or whatever. I don't know. I'm just hyped as all get out. More Hero Academia. All of them. I want 100 seasons of this, and I'm not even joking. Next is Nan Bake by Studio Satellite. This one's a comedy action drama show set in prison. From that premise alone, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I'm hoping they lead more towards the comedy than anything else, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Next up is whoa, I'm not going to pronounce that name because if I tried, I would get tongue-tied. But okay, this is Studio White Fox. So this one seems pretty interesting. It's a girl who wants to be able to just have a normal everyday life, but she ends up getting superpowers and having to fight evil demons and spirits and stuff as a shrine maiden. So powers that she doesn't want, but she has to do because with great power comes great responsibility and all that. Seems like it's not going to be that bad. I think I might watch it. My guess is it'll be like an average show unless it like pulls a big thing out of nowhere and becomes amazingly awesome, but I'm not holding my breath. Last but certainly not least is another show I can't pronounce with the studio Brains Based. Okay, we've all seen yaoi anime before, or at least heard of some, and This is the first show that I think I've seen where it's about a Yaoi fan girl, like a girl who dreams about Yaoi and all this, and like has shipping pairs with her classmates and stuff. Like she ships a bunch of her male classmates together and things. Okay, I'm hoping this show is going to be more comedic and not, like Watamote levels of sad. So yeah, another show to have your fingers crossed on. But it does seem interesting, and I'll definitely be checking this one out. And with all that out of the way, now I want to hear from you guys. What are you going to be watching this season? What do you think's worth seeing? What did you think of the list and all that sort of stuff? And with all that said, I'm the Anime Viewer 66. Thank you and good night.